Hi there, and welcome to episode 4 of the Justice for Johnny freight train. Toot toot. Now, before we get on to anything in the kitchen, let me introduce you to my third best friend in the kitchen. If that is my first best friend, my second best friend I'm up here. My first best friend will be introducing you to next week. My next best friend, the rice cooker. The eldest daughter says, Dad, get a rice cooker. $14 in Kmart. It's really good. The dog has rice for the breakfast every morning. I have rice custard. How good is that? Now remember, this is a survival show. I use the Calm app and bedtime stories. You can do some meditation, whatever you're happy with. If your bank account's locked like mine, get the half price app, which comes out every Wednesday. How cool is that? Sorry about the notes, but I tend to forget things. We've done that and that. I've got some music in the background, channel 306, chill music. Otherwise, you're by yourself, your wife buggered off, it gets a bit lonely and quiet. Now, did we mention breakfast or lunch? Okay, breakfast is easy. I just porridge or wheat mix. How cool. It's just cheap and easy, fills you up. You've got to keep eating because after your wife takes off, you are feeling sick with worry, don't know what's going on, you don't want to eat. You have to distract yourself. Remember, distract yourself to eat. Play games. Lunch, you can do extra the night before to have toast or something the next day. Leftovers are terrific. Or today's meal, like last week's the Domio pasta. Tech Guy's wife got some, but I haven't had a comment back yet, so I'm waiting to hear from that. Apparently she's still alive. That's okay. I had some the other night. Just makes extra meals. Today we're going to do a honey, garlic and stir-fried chicken. What I do when I'm in the supermarket shopping away, I just see if there's any the nice chicken breasts and things. It's got a couple of days expiry on it. They discount it, buy some, cut it up. You can schnitzel it. My first schnitzels were like the size of a 50-cent piece, and I was talking to the ladies in the deli, and all of a sudden I had 3 ladies helping me on their take on how you do a schnitzel. The fourth one on the checkout said, John, when you're crumbing it, put some chicken salt in the breadcrumbs for extra crunch on your chicken breast. So how good's that? But the bits that aren't good enough for a schnitzel, I dice up and I just put them in little Ziploc bags, which you'll see in a second, and they go in the freezer for when I want to bring out something like this. You just need half a kilo. I just put 250-gram bags. I have kitchen scales, and easy peasy. That's the old KISS principle. Keep it simple. Stupid. That's two S's. Okay. I was very unfortunate. I have 2 daughters, and how exciting when a dad gets a cooking book from his daughter, younger daughter, and you can see the post-it notes I've been going through there thinking, I can cook these, and the harder ones, don't bother. There's too many ingredients generally, and it's just, if there's only one of you, it's just, you don't want wastage in the pantry or the kitchen, or the fridge. So, but she's got some good simple meals and some, just a bit of variety, and otherwise you can't just have steak and veg every night, you go crazy. So, and it's nice to cook something new. It's a bit of a challenge. Cooking basically is boring if you're just doing, like last night, pork chopped and veg, boring. But if you're doing something different with a few extra ingredients, for the first time you try a bit harder, it's a bit of fun. So give it a go. Now, there's our recap. Back to who is Alison? I'm drip feeding you this and making you suffer. Alison, this is a pictorial representation of a real person called Alison. Yes, Johnny said his prayers, asked for help, and this woman appeared in front of me and I said, God, you've overachieved, but I'm not complaining. So, Alison, I'm drip feeding you, the owner of the kindest, most caring voice on the planet. She threw me a lifeline when I was at my lowest, but then she let go. I told her I was broken in the head, broken in the heart, and broken in the body, but I'd like to be her friend. Because she had some miles on the clock that I felt was a really good person, an interesting person, and we, like myself, would be good company because I'm hilarious. So this week's snippet will be, what did I want to do with Alison? There's no polite way to say that, but you'll have to watch next week. And let's hit the cooktop. After, nearly forgot, I'm going to do a bit of rinsing with the rice. Here's my $14 Target, I think it is. Rice cooker does it for you. And we need to get some more rice. We're just going to do 2 cups. So enough for me, the dog, anybody else. Into a sieve. It says do rinsing, but I'm like most men, I'm so bored with rinsing and just count to 10 or sing happy birthday to yourself. Looks like COVID washing hands. And there's 1 cup. I'll take that out of there. One. Look, when the thing stops working, the Teflon comes off. Just go and buy another one for $14. That's right. Now you're going to have 2 cups of it. I better be putting rice on the shopping list. That's cup number 2. Happy birthday to me. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Apparently the better rinse, the more fluffy it is. This probably explains why mine isn't as fluffy as it could be, but still alive, so it can't be too bad. You can stay there. Now we need to put some water in. I'm on tank water, so I filter my water. And anybody in the comments section might say, why is the base broken? Well, I was putting water into the top, and the point of my elbow hit that, which made the bottom explode. It's really, really irritating. But anyway, filtered water, can't go wrong. Gotta find the water level. It's got markers on there, you just put in a couple of cups of water. Oh, you're talking to me. And where's my level gone? That looks close enough. That's why I'm wearing glasses. I usually cheat and I have a torch. We're going back to the rice cooker and it's going to be working. See, it even comes with a spoon. How good is that? Switch it on there, switch it on there, it does the rest for you. How cool is that? Takes about 15 minutes and it's very fragrant. I use basmati, but I started off using jasmine and it was very perfumed, it was really nice. But the basmati smells nice too. Nothing like, you like the smell of Big Buddy?
Jasmine.
Yeah. Okay. What rice do you use?
Jasmine.
Jasmine, okay. The elder daughter said basmati, Dad, so do as I'm told. Now, what did I teach you last week? We taught you cheating. In that, no matter what the instructions say, if you could put some veggies in with the meat and whatever, it takes forever to get soft. So we got some boiling water handy, give them a couple of minutes in there. Now, while I've got some chicken happening in there, I'm going to turn that on. Not only on tank water, I'm also on bottled gas. And it always runs out at night time normally, and then you've got to find the cylinder, and I always keep it spare just in case. And it generally runs out when my kids are here. And they'll be up next weekend, so and grandkids. So the house goes from 1 to 7. I'll just say that. Let's get some oil. I forgot that. So, honey, garlic and soy stir fry. Just going to put in some bit of oil there. When she took off, I had about 3 litres of this stuff. This is my last bottle. I have to buy some. Damn expensive. The oil price of oil, olive oils. I think when it's not on special, it's like $50 for 3 litres. Shop the specials, get the half price app on your phone, and it's got the majors with what's on. And you do your shopping list based on that. Or, as I showed you last week, what did I get? 8 meals from Aldi, $34, something along those lines. So that's cheap as, which means you can afford a big tub of ice cream and something for dessert. or whatever takes your fancy. Ice cream and fruit. I do the, I'm not having rice, like I'm going to have rice for dinner for this. I'll just pull out the ice cream, but otherwise I make my own rice custard. Because my bank account's been locked for 20 months and I'm just living on my age pension and whatever else I can borrowing from the children and friends. I haven't touched tech money yet for a loan, but actually I might have to ask your sister. She's the banker in the family. So we're about to put that on. And what happened? I'm going to stay there. I'm just going to get my slicer and dicer. I think last week I tried doing it over there, the water thing I was in the way. So while that's heating up, let's just take the top and bottom off the karotis. I'll bring it back this time. That's for that. We're just going to take the skin off. Now, I've got a horse in the backyard. One day I'll be rehomed, but she likes the carrots, but she gets the odd bunch. The odd bunch ones don't taste as nice, so these are vast expensive to management, $2 for a kilo. Are proper carrots, they taste nicer. The odd bunch and quirkies, wherever they are, they're a bit older because they're generally splitting and cracked. They're probably good for juicing, but who does that? I thought the joke of the day too, because I'm on a couple of acres here, but until I have to sell. 2 ducks walking along, the first duck to the second duck, quack quack, second duck to first duck. I'm going as quick as I can. Stop laughing. Okay. 2 eggs in bed on their honeymoon. Husband eggs in bed with the crash helmet on, and the wife egg says, "Why are you wearing a crash helmet?" And he said, "The last time I got hard, someone hit me on the head with a cold spoon." Oh, it just gets better. Okay.
Stick to cooking.
Heckle, heckle.
Stick to cooking.
Stick to cooking, okay. I should be on stage, the first one out of town. Thinly sliced, it says. And yes, the horse will get the bits that I just scraped off. I'll just keep in mind that oil. We'll just do this one, and then I'll. The knife I have the most trouble with is the small paring knife, mainly because when I'm washing it up, I tend to slice bits of top off my fingers. Okay, just going to pop that in there. Now, we're going to come back to that one. We're going to chuck in the chicken. Where's the chicken, Johnny?
Over there next to the sink.
There it is. Okay. Well done, tech guy. This will be nice and hot. Make it sputter.
That's an extra credit, prop assistance.
Okay. Remember, I've done this probably a month ago. I've just diced up the chicken. High back there. You just want to do a little oil. Just rotate it around. Says to sort of brown it, it'll take a few minutes. That's why the rice is cooking. That can go in there. Less cleaning. This is filmed on a Friday, and my Saturday morning is shampooing the cooktop. So we're going to go back to this.
You see my kitchen after my daughter makes bolognese.
Does she, whoever cooks doesn't clean? Or does
She makes a mess.
Does it taste okay?
Yep, it's worth it.
You should have tried her on the Dolmio. Get a comment section. Here's a good one. My grandchildren are good. The mother of my children, my first wife, had a boyfriend for a while, about 20 years, and he decided not to come home one day. He went out with the carer of his mother. Okay, pass. But my granddaughters were seeing Grandma and Papa Jeff, and he did pancakes. And he asked my eldest granddaughter, she's now 10, she must have been about 6. He said, "Oh, how are the pancakes?" She looked up and she said, "Not as good as Granddad's." There was silence. Out of the mouths of babes comes honesty. I gave an extra hug for that one. Not as good as Granddad's. Love it. Okay, this one has broccoli. Here's the broccoli. It says 5-second rule, or 3 seconds in your
3.
case. Yeah. So we're just going to make lots of little florets and lots of big florets. So it's going to put a nice big piece. Now, remember I said this takes for bloody ever to soften up, so that's why we're going to cheat and put in that boiling water as we get a bit closer. Nothing too big. Lots of little florets. Cute that. Here's your bit of colour. You got orange, green, and red. Like traffic lights almost. No traffic lights. Not too before you used to grow capsicums, and you can sell capsicums. They get the yellow ones. They sell them as traffic lights because you got yellow, green, and red. And the red one is the green one that's just left on the vine a bit longer. They're generally a bit more expensive because they're kept on the vine a bit longer. Okay. Let's chop these up a bit. Lots of little florets. And I'm not better today because I didn't drink so much wine last night. I was very good. So where am I at? I just, before we started filming, had to ring the barrister, and I'm in court next week for property settlement. Wasted money. So, the GoFundMe page. Well, there's a quick turnover on this. Usually out there. So we've gone from fleshy coloured to white. We'll just dial up the heat a bit. And tech guy likes his meat not black, not pink. I like mine cooked.
Definitely not pink when it's chicken.
No, all pork. We're going to cook that. Okay. We are now going to don't worry so much about putting this in the water because I like capsicum. I'll leave it as it is. Save this the bits for me later on. So just I'm assuming it says slice anyway. I actually have the bigger bowl. Smaller bowl. It's good with this with a bit of colour, it's nice. But when the sauce comes out, look, there's one of the supermarkets had 2 for $6 or something for the sauces. And a bit of cooking like this is a bit of fun if you're doing some slicing and dicing with your glass of wine. This is in the morning, so we're not doing that. Tech guy's had his Pepsi, having his Pepsi. can do it any way you like. I've noticed that you throw it in, gets cooked, tastes great. And when you, there's another saying, whatever you don't cook always tastes good, but in this case, you're the only person in the house, you've got to cook for yourself. I bet you Elon Musk doesn't cook for himself. He's the richest man in the world does for food. Oh, not lobster again. On we go. Okay, now that's happening, the rice is happening. Let's talk to the chicken.
Hello, chicken.
It's a poultry joke. That's a fowl joke.
You said talk to it.
Poultry, fowl. I'm on that for a second. Now, you'll find this, which is really a funny little thing. It's all full of, pump full of water and bits and pieces. And I'm gonna, let's just do a little drainage in the sink. One of my other tennis buddies, I did risotto. I gave him risotto one night. He's a guy, 72 years old. He'd never had risotto in his life. Unbelievable. Okay. More heat, bit more talking up. Is that music too loud? Like I said, I keep music on in the background for noise, for company.
Tell us in the comments if the music is too loud and we'll turn it down.
Yeah. Don't watch the breakfast shows and things, because all you get is people laughing and so happy, and it's just, and the 10,000 ads drives you crazy. So. Right, now, going to dial that up. I'm just going to give this minutes, and just remember, no matter what the instructions say, it will not soften in that fry pan with the chicken. So always use a timer. And the other night I was doing something and I set the timer and I was watching TV, there's something interesting there, and I didn't hear it go off. Something's burning. So be awake and be aware, be alert. I didn't set the smoke detectors off this time.
Use timers on your phones.
Yep. Now, as you may have noticed, I'm a bit of a dinosaur and geriatric, and I do have a couple of days a week, I have been known to have a little lie down, and I set my timer on the phone for 31 minutes, because at 32 minutes I tend to fall asleep. 31, I do a lot of thinking and listen to some music and what I'm up to and what's happening in my world, and always put the phone out of reach, because it's too easy to just turn it off because you're nice and comfy having a lie in the lounge. Don't do that. So ruins your nighttime sleep. So I set a little lie down. I only do it a couple of days a week. I said on Thursdays I do a volunteering at a nursing home. My biggest fear is they won't let me out, they'll think I live there. I'm not lying, I don't live there. You tend to realise how lucky I am to not be in a place like that. Because, life's not great. God's waiting room. Wednesday I've got some guys I meet with, afternoon. Friday I'm generally tied up busy with the housekeeping. Saturdays and Sundays, I'm out and about. How's your garden going? I have been weeding, this is city central for onion weed. I've been weeding and mulching, whatever. Like I said, I'll have to sell the place. 21 months, I still haven't seen or heard from her. Only the lawyer. Bloody stupid. And went to bed every night holding hands. See that? Anyway, hopefully, not filming next week, the week after, I'll have some news. I won't promise not to neck myself. Kill somebody else. The tennis guy said I need a hitman. Well, no, that's you don't want to do that. Getting a bit of colour on, this is what we want. Oh, yeah, there. Which goes first? We're going to get these glasses, and it says, see, what's the saying? Women can't read maps, men don't ask for instructions. So I could just throw it all together, but it says add the recipe base and heat through. Stir in the veggies, cook 3 to 5 minutes. Ah, easy peasy. The rice is bubbling away. I can see steam coming out of it, and it lets you know when it's finished by going click. And looking at that, I get the impression it's already going quick. That little button there is popped up, so it's cooked. So I'm just going to leave it about another 10 or 15 minutes as it goes on to heat. It's a cute little machine, 14 bucks. How good is that? Okay, we are going to...
You can buy them with your Telstra points.
What, sorry?
You can buy them with your Telstra points.
Oh, okay. How good is that?
Thank you, Telstra, for sponsoring this video.
Yeah. Send me a new rice cooker. Okay, we're going to add this and this and that. Cut the top off. Fold it over, get every little last bit of bit out. Now, normally I would have the air extractor on, but then you probably wouldn't be able to hear it. This is like a tractor engine. Now we'll just stir that through so that the chicken gets coated. You bubbling it? Oh, look at that. That'll do it. So,
I should have told you to get some cauliflower rice.
Cauliflower rice?
Yeah.
Yeah. Next time. That's the timer. That's a bit of colour. I'm just going to grab the drainer over here, drain it in. It'll take a bit too long to... Get that last little one out. Shake, 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 shake. Zoom over back to here. Oh, one left. Remember, we're just doing that just to take that off, and just to help soften up. Look at that, restaurant quality. Nice colour. Smells nice. So we are going to put the lid on, put the timer on for about 6 minutes, just to stop the fat going, a little bubble and sizzle, and we could probably press pause if we wanted to, and we'll come back to you, because we could just stand here looking at that, but the watch pot doesn't boil. So for us it'll be 6 minutes, for you it'll be 5 seconds.
You know, skip forward in time.
Skip forward in time.
See you soon.
Welcome back to the future. Here we are. We've just spent a wonderful 10 minutes chatting while this has been bubbling away, softening up, and it's a nice bit of colour. our chicken, our capsicum, our carrot, and our broccoli. So we're just going to scoop a bit on the plate. A bit more colour, Johnny. Yeah. Over to that, you can have as much as you like because it's only you. You haven't got anyone else to please. Over to our rice cooker, which is finished. And lo and behold, I give it a little fluff up. It's not quite as good as a restaurant, but for $14 and a bag of rice, can't go wrong. So, you just always go back for seconds. So, that to me, there's dinner. How good's that? Get your protein, get your veggies, and good to go. And we'll see you next week as we think about who is else. Catch you then.
Thanks, comments.
Don't forget to comment, like me, subscribe to me. Go fun. See you soon.
Links are in the comments.
Links are in the comments.